Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over a few different plugins that you can use right inside of Figma that will speed up your workflow and help you design a lot faster and easier. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. Let's get into it. Alright, so for our first plugin, we're going to learn about Iconify. Now if we do Control/, which is a shortcut that we learned in our last video to be able to open our quick menu, go to Plugins and Widgets, and then type in Iconify. This allows you to use a lot of different icons right built into Figma itself. All of them are right here already. It gives you access to over 150,000 icons from 100 plus different libraries. So this is really a nice plugin to use. Instead of having to go to other websites to be able to find icons, you're able to just drag and drop them to here. Now it's pretty small, but as you can see here, now to change the color, all you need to do is change this fill color. Make sure you're changing the actual vector color and not this color right here. Otherwise you have to go down to the selection color. But yeah, so many different icons, really helpful. Even some of them can move and all this other stuff. It's wonderful, amazing. We love this plugin. You should 100% check it out. Next, we're going to look at Unsplash. Now, Unsplash allows you to take stock footage and put it straight into your project without you having to leave Figma. So as you see here, all you do is tap and then it's right here. Now, if I have natural frame over here, let's go frame right here and then turn into auto layout, then I'm able to select this frame, click, and then it fills in the frame right there. If I click again, then you're able to change the background just like that. So these are really helpful if you want to make a website, like let's say if I go to search and then abstract. There are plenty of abstract images that you can use as placeholders for your websites without having to leave the app and go find them yourself. So just remember, Unsplash, perfect for stock footage right inside of Figma. The next plugin we'll be looking at is Content Reel. So Content Reel. This plugin allows you to do exactly what it says, and there's a lot of content that you can use in here instead of fake content, right? Lorem ipsum is a bit more old. It makes it look more finished. Oh, my bad. Over here, it makes it look a bit more finished, but it is definitely a lot easier to or not easier, but looks better if you just use some real data and real, I guess, content. So as you see here, we can add numbers. There's a lorem ipsum right here by Microsoft, and full names, addresses, emails, all these things to make your content look a lot more finished. If I type something here and then I select it and then click one of these, then it gives me just a random, as you see here. So I want a company to put here, I can just click company and there you go. You're also able to pick country and all of this other stuff. It has the same thing with images, icons, and all that type of stuff. So this is perfect to fill up your app to fill up your design before you finish it and without having to think so much about what you want to add here. Next plugin we'll be doing is remove BG or background. So now this one does cost money, and I personally don't use it. I go to another website. But if you just want to remove a background inside the app, all you would need to do in this case would be to select the image. So imagine this is our image right here. I would select this and then hit run, and then it would remove the background. Now you can, I think there's a free tier which gives you 1 credit a day, and you have the paid version is $9 a month with unlimited. So this is really helpful if you want to build straight into the app, because just like the other plugin we just went over, where you can have images and content, being able to have all of that inside the app, so you don't have to leave Figma to be able to do all this other stuff to then come back in and back and forth and all that type of stuff. You're able to have it all right here. So if you want to be able to remove your background straight from within Figma, remember, remove BG. Hold on, let me type it in again. Remove BG, and this is the icon that it looks like, and you're able to use this right here. Our next plugin is going to be Autoflow. Now this one is actually pretty helpful for your beginning steps. If you ever need if you ever need to document a user flow, present a journey, or what people do behind the scenes, such as, hold on, let me make a frame here and another one. Let's say I'm just making, this is the login page and this is our home page over here. I'm able to select this one first and then select this one while holding shift. As you see, it creates a an arrow right here. You're able to add text, change the color and all that type of stuff over here. This is really helpful for the beginning stages when you're creating the user flow, and you don't have to do in other apps like Milanotes or inside Figma. Here you are able to do this with the built-in features, but this just makes it a lot easier since all you need to do is, again, let me delete this, click, and then boom. All I did was hold shift and now you have a new arrow right there. So 100% get Autoflow for the beginning stages of designing your websites or app, because it really helps with the user flow inside of Figma. The next one we'll be going over is Blush. If I go to Blush, this is for if you want some artistic illustrations inside of your design. This is really helpful. I wish I knew this sooner, because when creating some designs I would want these type of illustrations here, but I would not know where or how to find them. It's really simple. If I just click, then you have it right there, and then click, and then there you go, and you're able to use these inside of your design. Free is unlimited and paid is $12 a month. Blush solves like all these problems with these libraries by having it all built in right here. When it comes to content libraries built straight into Figma, it is so helpful, because all I need to do is, if I have this favorite inside of my axis right here, I'm able to just click it, find the library that I want, and then boom, I now have the animal I want. There's also a search bar, of course, so that you're able to find everything you need. There's categories, and it is just extremely helpful. I wish I knew this soon, because I was designing an app myself where I needed some illustrations but could not find any. I was pretty frustrated about having to go throughout different websites to try to find some. Doesn't matter anyways. Now that I know it's here, I'll definitely be using it. I think you should too, to speed up your workflow. The next plugin is TinyImage, and hold on, let me show y'all the TinyImage right here. TinyImage allows you to compress images into tinier size as well. It's pretty easy to remember like that. If I take a frame, sometimes what we want to do is we'll use Figma to present a design we made somewhere else, but sometimes those files can get pretty big, especially for high quality. So if I'm over here, as you see, this is only 402 by 874 pixels, and if I export, then that's what the size is going to be. So what we want to do is we want to size this up by going over here, and we can size this up ×4 or whatever we need, whatever we want to get extra quality onto our stuff. But that gets big really quick, so using TinyImage allows you to compress a lot of the stuff, a lot of the images and items you have on everything on your frame, and after it's compressed, it comes down to a smaller size with the same quality. The next plugin we're going to go over is Wireframe. Now this allows you to, this is basically where every project starts. It's the stage where you want to move the fastest because you're not polishing yet. And if you're a designer, you already know that can be pretty frustrating sometimes, and a part that we all just want to skip. So you want to make sure you want to go as fast as possible, because just working on the skeleton before all the pretty stuff is important, but not necessarily the funnest. So this allows you to just get that stage up pretty fast. Now I do think that my Figma is glitched right now because I'm not able to drag any in, but you can see all the designs here, and there's plenty. There's different sections, designs, and all that type of stuff. And just to help you speed up your workflow, just help you speed everything up so that you can get to the fun part, which is designing, way quicker. And for our last plugin, we're going to go over charts. So as you see here, this is charts, and allows you to, if you're making a website where you need to show a lot of data, you're able to, this is one of the perfect plugins to be able to simulate random data really quick. Now, if you see here, this is our chart that's generated. I can add a number of lines. I can add how many data points I want, and just a lot of fake data, but something that you can actually look at instead of just a random gray blocks as a placeholder. This really helps. They have a scatter, so you can see this area. Bar is probably one that a lot of us are going to be using. And then a pie chart. So if you're making a website or a mobile app where you need to show a lot of data, but you don't want to, my bad, not fake, but you want to represent it right now, then you're able to use this. Really simple, really easy, really intuitive. And that's all the plugins we're going to be going over today. This video was a little bit shorter than normal, but I just wanted to show y'all some of these plugins because they can really help and speed up your stuff insanely quick. Now, Figma has so many different plugins and they're made by insanely talented and great people. So make sure you give credit where it's due. All these plugins are amazing and really help. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Please drop a comment about anything if I accidentally got anything wrong. If I missed anything, I would love to hear it. Anything you like or don't like and what you want to see more of and maybe what you want to see less of. Please, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have a nice day. Peace.